An off-duty Lee County deputy was caught speeding and refused blood alcohol tests after struggling to prove his sobriety, yet he was never arrested.
2 months after the incident, it's been a challenge to get more information. Wink Investigations reporter Peter Fleischer has uncovered some documents that provide brand new details but raise even more questions.
Off-duty Lee County Sheriff's Deputy Michael Soto was speeding through Lehigh Acres just after 3 a.m. on August 20th before he was stopped at this intersection, Lee Boulevard and Sunshine Boulevard, according to the department's own documentation. An alcohol influence report taken on the scene shows Soto did a poor job with field sobriety tests. He lost his balance while listening to instructions, stepped off a straight line, and failed to touch his heels to his toes. The calls for service report and towing receipt both reference Soto's arrest and say that he was armed.
Everybody ready?
But Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino says Soto was not arrested.
I wanted to go over an incident that took place.
Marcino held a press conference 3 days after his deputy was pulled over.
The fear was that 1, he was having a medical condition, or 2, he was involved with alcoholic beverages.
A report from Commander James Baglioli explains that he interacted with Soto on scene, and based on Soto's physical appearance, movements, and responses to questions, Baglioli determined Soto was ill, not impaired.
That in his training and his belief, Deputy Soto was having a medical event.
And instead of going to jail or a hospital for medical treatment, Soto was taken home.
He then determines that he wants to get Deputy Soto home to his family so he can take care of whatever that medical condition was at the scene.
Baglioli's summary claims Soto was clear and concise with his communication. There is no mention in any of these documents of Soto bringing up a medical event. Why wouldn't Soto explain he was having a medical issue before struggling with field sobriety tests? In fact, a box is checked to indicate Soto was not sick or injured. The only time Marcino addressed the incident, he didn't have specifics, but committed to finding answers.
And we need to look into this more, but what I am delivering for you is transparency, and if it's not right, I would stand here before you without hesitation. When I own something, I own it. It's just the way it is. I got to be transparent. And
Soto's alcohol influence report also reveals that he refused any blood alcohol test. Under Florida law, depending on the circumstance, that could result in a suspended driver's license.
Deputy Soto has been reassigned to the Court Operations Bureau.
But has Soto faced any discipline besides being relocated? I asked for any new paperwork filed since Marcino first spoke about the incident. The LCSO Records Office told me there are no new documents. No formal disciplinary paperwork for Soto.
Is if he has a speeding issue, okay, because I don't know that.
No explanation for what happened that night, even after Marcino committed to finding more information.
He knows he was speeding. Now, why or what? We're going to find all that out.
Marcino also admitted there were disagreements about Soto's condition amongst deputies on the scene, but again pointed to Commander Baglioli's assessment.
He's the highest ranking person on the scene. He makes the call. Whether there's differences of opinion, so be it.
I reached out to LCSO and requested interviews with Marcino, Baglioli, and Soto. The sheriff's office declined all of my requests. So what medical event was Soto dealing with? How fast was he going? Multiple sources say in excess of 100 miles an hour.
We can't enforce selectively.
The first and only time Marcino spoke about the incident, he ended with this.
Guys, I'm here for you. I want you to know that anything you need to know, I'll know. Anything we find out, you'll know. I'm transparent. I got nothing to hide. Thanks for everything.
More than 2 months after committing to look into this, we're still waiting for that transparency. Reporting in Lee County, investigative reporter Peter Fleischer, Wink News.